I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but that's the point of the journey. I am falling. Hi, that was a lot. These are dangerous. I'm gonna put them away. Somebody put a Ross right next to a Joann's, and I was like, best business decision I've ever witnessed. Also, look at this. Let me give you a better. Doesn't this just scream? I've been playing a lot of a certain video game that sequel is being released, and that ads for have been playing in movie theater previews. I stocked up on Notions because Joann's, so Notions. But they also had this on clearance, and it's fuzzy and it's soft, and Aloy is currently my favorite fictional person, so I got it. And I'm gonna see what on earth I can do with it. This should be a transition. Okay, so we have pins, and we have something to pin them on, and also a lollipop. Let's see what we can do. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Okay, this is all gonna get sped up, so cut the time lapse. Okay, here's the thing. This $10 dress form that I made sucks. Update, I've decided to not use this. I'm just gonna drape it on myself like I always do. Squishy, it's just pillows. So when I stab it with a traditional pin, it doesn't stay. And when I pin it sideways like you're supposed to do with regular fabric and such, it doesn't really hold. Because it's fuzzy, it's a little heavier, it doesn't really hold up. It sucks, and I hate it very much, and I don't wanna do this. Has so much stuff she's hauling around. I mean, like, who would have thunk in a hunter-gatherer game that you have a lot of carrying capacity? Well, I mean, at least I do, because that's like a thing that I prioritize. Anyways, pockets is the only real conclusion I've come to. So on that note, let's try this again with half a sucker. See what I can come up with. Okay, gotta figure it out. So, I'm gonna make at least 2 pieces if I have enough left over, possibly 3. Okay, but the first one, what we're gonna do is make, it's gonna be the most fabric. It's gonna be like this circular pattern, and it goes around the shoulders and then also folds up into a hood. It's gonna be like a shawl situation, but like more up here. I'm gonna draw it out for you, don't worry. And then we also like a shirt piece that's mostly just practice on using a bodice and figuring out. I want to practice buttons. Like, I know how to sew buttons, I don't know how to sew buttonholes. So we're gonna focus on that and make basically like a tube top with an asymmetrical like sideways thing here lined with buttons, whether they're decorative or functional, I'm not sure yet. And then just a quick couple straps, fluffy, and it is thick, but it might not be thick enough for boom boom pow combat. And I know Aloy doesn't wear a hood, but like she sneaks around a lot, or at least my version of her does. So those are the vibes. I'm gonna draw it out and then see if I can figure out a pattern and go from there. This is not an Aloy cosplay. This is a cool fabric. And I've been playing a video game too much, so I needed to sew something. Thank you for watching. So I've completely changed the plan again. Welcome to an indecisive guide on how to only quarterly represent a character that you really love with a random ass fabric you found on sale. Right, so getting to it, I've attempted to use my Kia yet again, even though it is very crappy at a $10 piece of work that I put together myself. Doesn't really work, but here we are. This is draping of the 3rd design I've come to. It was a lot of math, but basically, poncho. I'm literally just gonna cut a square, cut a cross section in the middle, and go from there. I did do the math though, if I wanna make these sleeves tucked in, or, and get this as I pull out the pin and try not to stab myself, because this thing is so, or, if I want the poncho sleeves to just be out, I can leave it like that, and be lazy about it. The fabric. Okay, so 36 by 36 on the edge that is already hemmed. I don't have to do that. Did I calculate? Yes, I did calculate seam allowance into my thing. We are totally going to be completely, utterly fine. Oh, look at that! My cutting board's 36 inches. That's convenient. I understand that now. It was always like such an awkward size. I'm getting off track. Let me just cut a square real quick. Okay. Let's see if I... Oh, hey, I got the size of the hole down to correct. It's giving, oh, it's a poncho. It's nice, it's fluffy, it's what I wanted it to be. Have you ever seen Emperor's New Groove? You know the guy who wears the green version of these poncho? I think I'm just getting my words confused, but you know who I'm talking about. It's this guy right here. It's very much giving that. And I'm gonna look in the mirror. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's this part of the neckline and it's flapping out a bit because I cut it as if I was gonna wear it like a square. But I'm not wearing it like a square. I'm gonna wear it like an upside down Dorito chip, and I think I'm gonna need to give it arms because ponchos are great and all, don't get me wrong, but I really want this to be its own independent thing so that I don't have to wear something under it because what on earth am I gonna pair with this coloration in this specific of a pattern? Like, it's beautiful and it's soft and it's pretty, so I think it needs to be its own thing. And thankfully, I already did the math and I'm gonna stay faithful to what I originally planned. For once in my life, I am sticking with one of my original ideas and not changing my mind midway through, which I did prepare for this time. So I'm gonna go cut out some armholes and sew them together. I'm actually gonna use the sewing machine for once. It's not a simple design. I swear I'm good at this. I am a sewing channel. Whew. Side note, I just realized that I said this sentence, I need to go put armholes in my upside down Dorito chip in English, and that it made sense. That is correct, which it is because I'm good at my job. This isn't my job anyways. In, bada bing, bada boom, we gotta do a 45-degree angle. Boop. And then from there, we're gonna go 45 out. Bada boom, cut that out 4 times. Hopefully. With the power of safety pins, we now have this. And if you can't tell what this is, it's arms. And I look like Peter Pan, but it's fine because I still like the vibe. If I scoot back, you can see the entire silhouette is no longer upside down Dorito chip, but upside down Dorito chip with missing space so that I can move around and do all the dancing that I've been doing and getting warm in because this is a fuzzy fabric and I'm wearing a shirt on underneath and I've been listening to too much music. Anyhow, I think I like it. I think I'm gonna sew it in. I do have to figure out what to do with this neckline though because it's still terrible. I think maybe I'll just follow the triangle theme and mark where this necklace is so I can just do it a little bit lower than that and then bias tape it so I don't have to deal with hemming it. Also, if I tuck this in to my pants, you don't have to deal with the awkward triangle leading the eyes. Anyways, yep, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. As a wave of indecisiveness comes over me and I question all of my life decisions up to this point. And then remember that this is a piece of fabric that cost me like $5, so I'm gonna have fun with it and make my video game character nonsense. Don't really have to give that much energy into this decision. Anyways, I'm gonna sew this together because this is just the power of safety pins and I don't really trust them right now. started. Not again, okay? I made a hippie shirt, like spinning around slowly so that you can see. It's got some shape to it. I'm not mad at it, but the idea was so original in my mind until I actually put it on for the final time and realized that I just made a hippie shirt. Like if I adjust this neckline to be more in the front so you can see it better, do a quick spinaroo, a little bit of shape, put on this little hat that I've got. And considering it's my first time making sleeves, I'm not super upset that this sleeve is tighter than this sleeve because I still have a full range of motion without flashing anybody. Although I do am coming a little bit close for my like going out in public comfort, but I'm definitely gonna wear this like around the house or to get groceries or like out with friends, not out alone vibes. And I think that is honestly a win for myself. So a lot of the stuff I've focused on making up to this point has been like costuming stuff. So I'm happy to have something that I can just, you know, wear. It's fuzzy and it's nice and it works and it's a shirt and it has sleeves and it did the thing and it looks like a lot of fun. And triangles are annoying. But hey, I did it and this fabric is holding up pretty well on the edges too. So I'm not very concerned about that. And golly, talking into a camera is weird, but I will get used to it. I promise. Anyhow, I'm thinking of adding into like this space here, like a buttonable piece. That'll probably be a later project though, because I am a little bit exhausted. I do in fact have some leftover fabric here, so I can still do a few other things, or if any of this rips or tears, I have leftover stuff. But in the meantime, this is Aloy's shirt, and I'm about to give you a bunch of close-ups on the details.